Welcome to another Demarcation Media Lego set review. Today I'm very excited to be reviewing Dwarves Mine Defender from the castle theme known as Fantasy Era. I really love the box art for all the castle sets, and this one's no exception. The background is it just leaves a lot of room for imagination, and actually right there is the King's Castle set from the Fantasy Era line. Looks like the set comes with one dwarf and two trolls, so that's cool. There's a picture of the trolls. The back looks very nice. More of that really cool box art. I like the frames here, like the hammered metal looking stuff. Looks like the catapult launches. Looks like the blades spin. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get this open. Looks like a thumb tab. I don't want to damage this too much. Dang. Alright, let me see what I can do to get this open. That's actually a lot harder than I was expecting. Okay, so we have the ever trusty oversized knife. I'm going to do that nice and careful. There we go. These push tab sets were I don't like them. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Ooh, that's really cool. That's very nice. Very, very nice. I'm actually kind of surprised it didn't come in like a sheet of excess plastic. And as you can see, it's kind of bent, but just setting a heavy book on it should fix that. There are the instructions, and it looks like there's one more bag of parts. Okay, there we go. We got the box through this with minimal damage. We don't need the knife anymore. Alright, so let's take a look at the instructions. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's the King's Castle, which you saw on the box. Yeah, these sets were they were great. There was so much to the whole Fantasy Era line. Wow, that's puffed, actually. That's not a piece I've seen before. I'm thinking that blue rubber band is not supposed to be on there. Alright, let me pull back so you can see what's going on here. So there's all the pieces. Red dwarf beard. I think this is actually the first time these beards appeared in a set. This one actually looks like it has some weird molding, like some excess plastic around the edges. Hopefully that'll come off pretty easily. Let's see. There's the dwarf's face. The helmet, which is really nice. Alright, so let's get building. and we are done. Now there's a couple interesting things that I want to point out. First is the fact that this is not actually part of the build. It seems to have been included purely to keep this rubber band stretched in that position. And that's kind of weird to me because this is a solid piece. It's nice and thick. It has some Technic holes, like you could use it, but there's no place to actually use it in this set. So yeah, I find that odd. And then in the instructions, let's see. That guy's so tipsy. Those are shown in dark gray, or what appears to be dark gray, and these are shown in what appears to be light gray. But in reality, these are black, and these platforms here are dark gray. The whole instruction booklet seems to have been printed too light. Far, far too light. So that can make for a little bit of a confusing build. There's the extras, that's all that are included, plus that weird little rubber band stretching thing. So let's take a look at the minifigures first, and then we'll get to the Mine Defender itself. Alrighty, so from left to right we have a dwarf, a troll, and a troll. That's, for what was once a $10 set, that's a good minifigure selection. Let's start with the dwarf. I don't think this dwarf is exclusive to this set. I'm pretty sure his pieces appear elsewhere. Actually, no, I'm positive his pieces appear elsewhere. His helmet is really cool. I really like the silver, shiny silver. The mold of the helmet is really nice as well. There's like bolts and everything. That's really nice. The face is one that is seen quite often in Lego City, actually. And mine actually got a little bit of a misprint on his right eye. I don't know if that was a widespread issue then or not. The torso, I think, appears on some of the crown knights in this line as well. No back printing, but I think it looks pretty nice. Shiny silver, like scale type thing. It's not quite chainmail. And there's like the belt and just the crown on the belt buckle. Normal short legs. And then the beard, as I pointed out earlier, there were some kind of odd extra bits of plastic at the base of the two like braided parts. I just had to kind of scrape that off. So a few flaws here and there, but I think it's a cool figure. I like dwarf minifigures. There is no weapon included for him, which kind of stinks, but I don't know, axe blades are widespread enough that you can just dig around in your own collection and find one, I guess. So both trolls are identical. Their faces, their torsos, their legs, everything is the same. This guy comes with a sword, one of the curved ones. This guy comes with, I guess it isn't really a weapon. It's like this banner. It's very tall. And it makes, when you hold him, it makes him hard to stand up. I mean, technically, I guess it is a weapon because there's this pole axe spear thing. And the banner, which is very cool, but as I pointed out before, it's kind of bent. I don't know, the bent look is kind of cool. It's like blowing in the wind. There's the troll's face. The torso prints are really nice. Looks like they kind of have less armor on one side than the other. There's some chains. There's their little giant troll skull emblem. No back printing again. Their helmets are also really nice. The paint job is pretty slick. The mold is pretty cool as well. So yeah, those are great army builders. and I like that they're not skeletons and not evil knights. They're something a little bit different, and that was one of the things that made Fantasy Era so cool, was the fact that there was more than just skeletons and evil knights. So the premise of this set is that there'd be these rather tipsy trolls would come marching to take over the dwarf mine or whatever dwarf outpost might be around. So the dwarves break out their mine defender and they just come and kind of plow all the trolls over with their big freaky blades. And if that doesn't work, then they would hop off their little seat, grab hold of this chain and give it a good stiff tug and throw the, whoops, it looks like it just chucked it right into the blades of their own vehicle. Basically, you'd be chucking this at them from afar and then you'd be mowing them down. I'm not sure how this would work, because it's literally a wagon with blades on the front, and there seems to be some sort of steering mechanism here with this lever. But yeah, I guess you're just supposed to assume that it's magic, and the dwarf can fit on there like that, or you can squeeze them on like that. The blades can lower, and you might want to tuck the chain up here while you drive it. So yeah, that's cool. You can also just launch the catapult just by hitting it, and that works. I think the thing looks nice overall. Looks very medieval. Oh, it looks like I put the blades on this one going the opposite direction. Well, I'll fix that later. The red and the blue stand out kind of in a bad way. I don't really like that, but well, yeah, actually they could have just replaced these for gray and this for gray, or at least, I don't know, tan, and that would have looked better in my opinion. So yeah, not much to it, but I think it looks cool. I think it would look cool alongside like the dwarf mine set, or just sticking in some battle diorama, and it would work out pretty nicely. Like the little gold accents up here. Yeah, it's a fun little thing. So there you have it. That is the Dwarves Mine Defender. There's definitely some good stuff going for this set. The minifigures are pretty good, despite the few flaws, like on the dwarf, and there was actually some dents on, I think, that troll's hand. The blade pieces are really cool. The catapult's really cool. The Mine Defender itself is pretty cool overall. The banner is definitely a plus. Some of the cons, though, I would say are the bright colors here. The fact that this troll and the dwarf don't have any weapons, and I know a lot of other reviewers have pointed that out. And yeah, the fact that this is bent is, I don't know, it's a little bit annoying. I can probably fix it though. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not really happy with the price inflation. This was originally a $10 set, and it's now like averaging at like 25 or 30. I was able to get it for 20, but still, that's pretty steep for a set of this size. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.